Welcome, everyone. I'm glad that we are all smiling. Otherwise, I would shoot down the laptop. Let's be honest, I'm not working with grumpy people.
And I think that it's just, that's what I find with these calls. I look forward to these calls every week. I look forward to being with you all. I love the energy. I love the sharpness of my mind when I leave. I leave always with excitement, energy, and clarity. And I love that. And I think something magical happens where I always hear what I need to hear, even if it's not my question. So, again, everything you said, even though I wasn't on the seat, that I've taken away lots of notes, and it's great reminders. So yes, thank you. And thank you for your honesty, Violetta, in being on the hot seat. I think it takes courage when you are the person leading a group to say, I've done nothing about it. But I think it's great for us to see too, right? It's not all plain sailing.
For me, it's looking at yourself, because when you look at yourself in any walk of life, it's hard to be pragmatic. It's a challenge to be pragmatic. As soon as you hear somebody else with the same problem and you hear it out loud, you can attack it straight away, because you think, no, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. So when she's talking about the price, I've been there. I don't have an issue with the price. I learned a long time ago never to touch it unless I want to, not because people do it. It's about the value. So that's what I've heard. And then with Isabel's, when she's talking about the membership or membership plus one-to-one, it made me think, I answered the question, but it was also about mirroring that back on what I'm doing. I've got so many things I've written. I've got about 11 things now that I've got as actions of things that I was already doing, which is why I've taken stuff out of my calendar. But now I've got some clarity. It's like somebody's opened the window and the sun's coming. I can think, right, I can get on with these now.
And this your question, I really appreciate Violetta asking it, because my realization was that there is always an easy answer to every problem.
I was thinking, and I realized I came here last week that I felt stuck. And if I would tell you how many things I did in this week, it would take 10 minutes. But I can share that my energy is very high, and I'm so happy. And I created programs, and so many people joined around me, new people, and I feel so full of energy. And I had some calls. We did this with a webinar, and I was not aware how much I practiced some things from there, because I had calls in Mindvalley, and they were super amazing, and people shared such beautiful feedback. Then I had some calls with new people in Romania, and they were so surprised about how they shift the perspective. So I'm so happy about my new journey because I really feel unstuck right now. Thank you guys, really, thank you.
Actually, what you gave me helped me with all my business.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I feel aligned so much more now. Yes, I'm really happy. Thank you so much, Isabel.
Oh, you're welcome. I think it's easier to see from the outside sometimes.
That's why we are here together. That's why we need each other, because and actually this is what I do with my customers, help them, with their stories. But when you are inside your story, it's so hard to make it perfect. Yeah. So you need this help from other people, and I'm grateful for your help, all of you, but especially now. It was a diamond for me. Aww. So I'm really happy.
I like that a lot.
Oh.
I like that a lot, because I don't know if it's overwhelming, but the struggle that I have, I've got this thing about lives, and I've got a list of things that I could talk about in lives, which I can get rid of now. It's just a thing, because that's the hard thing to say, oh my God, what shall I talk about today? When I have got 101 things that I can, but I only have to talk about one. So I can talk about one using that structure, and it's done. That is fantastic.